Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? One thing is, I am tired from. Actually, I'm genuinely tired, and I'm finna be up by like 6:45. Going back to our old waking up time instead of the supposed 8 o'clock. But I do prefer the 6:45 one. Anyway, mm, by today, which is Sunday, I was supposed to have already started on DAX and Euro GBP, and I have not. Right, it's not fine, but it's okay. Tomorrow I'll make that priority number 2, since I actually have to do a recap of all of July, right, tomorrow as well. So I think, yeah, tomorrow's tasks is to do the recap for July, and then a plan of action for the way forward on the 2 different accounts that I'll be managing. Excuse me. And then what else did I say? I just lost my train of thought. Plan of action for the new account, and a recap for July. Oh yeah, and then get to DAX and Euro GBP so I can start pushing those from Tuesday, right? So for now, I think we'll just do a recap of Friday, since I was not here for Friday. Recap of Friday, and then a mini look into the week ahead, probably like a 4 hour, right? Just to get my mind back into it, right? Just gonna get my mind back into it, and then from tomorrow, take it from there, and we'll see. Maybe I'll even do like fresh analysis just to refresh. But I don't really care for refreshing analysis, since I don't like marry a bias, right? I'm flexible with my biases depending on what's happening. So I don't need to keep refreshing the structure and whatnot. Yeah, I am really tired. My eyes are even burning. That's how tired I am. Anyway, SD cat is not bullish, it's bearish. Okay, I think shit, I lost my train of thought, but I did get a recall in between what I was saying. I don't know. I just have to edit what I can. Probably do a horrible job, but it's fine. Anyway, let's get to Friday. All this yapping, and I didn't actually get to Friday. This is Friday right after the Asian session. Okay, pullbacks are a thing to look into, but have an IBOS there, continuation. I wouldn't be looking for, would I? I'm not sure if I would have been looking for sales in there. Wouldn't have found any, right? Also, this reaction from the zone flip. Maybe there would have been a valid reaction from there, but I would have been looking for the break of the low here. Right, look for the break so that the internal is bearish, and then look for sells. Otherwise, the internal just continue being bullish. Internal bullish, pulls back, nowhere to follow in here except the pivot down here. Except the pivot there. This is not an inside bar, which therefore means it's it's not the best of pullbacks, so nothing really in there. It's not a daily zone, it's a 15-minute zone. Dear God. 15 minutes right, never put back into there, and then pull back up, and then we come into the swing high. I don't think there was a break or a sweep of liquidity. No sweep of liquidity here. The swing high holds, right? And then we have another IPOS here, which means come tomorrow my expectation will be for sells, right? Pro sweep or internal on the sells. Ultimate IPOS, and then yeah, we'll see tomorrow in there. GPUSD. All of this is just uninvested. Uninvested. We had a boss there, pullback boss. So for Friday, you have had the market come down, right? This here wouldn't have been a valid buy, right? Put the chalk there, looking for the 2-hour trade. This would have not have been valid because look at where we are, right? If this happens here, right down here in this POI here, then it's a different story. It doesn't happen anywhere near the POI, so I'm not looking for that. And then in terms of internal, we're looking at IPOS there, move. IPOS, internal highs, sweep of the internal highs, and then a move down, right? IPOS there. But I wouldn't be looking for sells. I can't see any clear sells anywhere. And then a flip back up into the continuation. No opportunity for buys. So nothing really concrete or good in there. That's not an IPOS. It's a 15-minute boss. Which means the swing continues being bullish. Ah, my eyes are burning. Ah, shit. What about Euro USD? Ouch. Euro USD. Again, we had the 15-minute pause there. I think this is definitely enough to consider a pullback. And then similarly to, okay, you see, okay, but it's the day clear pause there, so nah, this wouldn't have been valid anyway. 15-minute pause. In terms of Friday, no real place to look for sells, right? As we hadn't had the internal switch bearish yet. And then we have an IPOS there, move down, another IPOS up, nowhere to follow, then it just keeps moving up. And here the M50 is bullish. And then for the look ahead, we'll have 4-hour continuation here. Right, 4-hour continuation, which means for the week still be expecting the 4-hour to keep pushing higher. Right, let's see it come into this whole area over here in terms of the 4-hour and then continuation, but it's super bullish, so I'll be continuing looking for the bullish plays, right? Next zone of resistance on the 4 hour is all the way up here, and it's tiny. So I'll just use like the general area of this block over here as a nice place to target in terms of looking for buys. Once we enter this entire area, then we start looking to be more conservative with buys. 4 hour, move down, right, break there, move down, and then now we're in the pushing up phase again. The internal is bullish. Actually, I would continue my bullish internal here. Continuation of the bullish internal, and then the internal low right there. USD CAD, IBOS, is this a swing boss? Nope. Swing is all the way down here. But anyway, this is like significant structure to go below. Continuation of this 4 hours on here. So looking for sales long in terms of the 4 hour is still valid. I'm not gonna take that as internal, but still valid to look for sell. Yeah, I'm very tired. I'll quickly edit this and then get to sleep and get back to it tomorrow. Peace.